Hello YouTubers, this is D and I'm back with another video. Now I'm sorry for the big delay between videos. It's the summertime and we're out with the kids, we're doing lots of activities and it just doesn't leave a lot of time for me to do YouTube videos. And I also do a show each week on Next Gen 720's channel. I do the Xbox Beastfire show and I just haven't had a lot of time. I apologize for this, and going forward in the future, especially when the school calendar year starts, there'll be a lot more videos going up. So I ask for your continued support and just bear with me as we get this channel up and running. Now, the number one question that I've been getting lately is on HDR compatible TVs, and a lot of people want to know if the current TV that they have, if it can do HDR, and if it can't do HDR, what TV do I recommend? So I'm going to try to address some of these questions here in this video. It's not really going to be a long video. I'm not going to go too in depth. I'm just going to try to give you guys the gist and try to point you in the right direction. Now, the number one site that I recommend when wanting to know about a particular model of 4K TV and what type of HDR it does and how well the HDR is on it and how high is the color gamut, like what are the black levels, what's the contrast ratio. Ratings.com is an excellent site that offers this for the consumer. I'm going to leave a link for this in the description, as well as the TVs that I recommend in this video. And of course, there's an evolution kit, which I'm going to get into a little bit shortly, and I'm going to put a link for that as well. Now, if you had a 2013 Samsung 4K TV or a 2014 Samsung 4K TV, if you buy the Samsung Evolution Kit, which is the SEK 3500U, and you hook it up to your TV, you will actually get HDR capabilities on your TV set. You're going to get 10-bit processing. Of course, you get the new HDMI 2.0A ports, and you get the new copyright protection for all of the streaming, such as Amazon and Netflix. Now, a lot of people were not aware of that, and they actually have these TVs. So I'm going to leave a link in the description, like I said before, where you can buy this Evolution Kit. And like I said, if you have a 2013 F9000 model or any HU 4K model from 2014, this kit is compatible with your TV. Now, I get a lot of people that have a 2015 Samsung set, and they're asking, oh, do I have to go get a new HDR set? Can my set do it? Any 2015 or 2016 Samsung 4K TV is HDR10 capable. So if you have a 2015 TV, you do not need to go out and get a new TV. All you need to do is make sure that your TV is on the newest firmware, go out and buy your Xbox One S, pop it in, you're going to have all the 4K HDR goodness that you need. Now, this also applies to the 2015 Sony models. Unfortunately, it's not all of the models, but it's from the, I'm going to go down here. Hold on, let me scroll down here so I can get the proper listings here. Now, the 810C is capable of HDR10. The 830C, the 850, the 900C, the 930C, and obviously the 940C. These are all 2015 models, and if you have any of these models, they are currently capable of displaying HDR10. Now, people ask me, oh, I don't have a lot of money to spend. What's a good budget set that I can get that'll give me great HDR functionality and not break the bank? Now, if I had to say the number one budget 4K HDR TV, I'd have to say it would be the Vizio P series. The Vizio P series offers not just HDR10, it also offers Dolby Vision HDR. It offers both formats. And you can find these TVs anywhere from $1,000 up to $2,000 for I believe it's $2,000 for the 65-inch, which is a steal. Because it's a great TV, it has a high color gamut, it has great input lag if you're a gamer. Now, the second TV that I would recommend for those that are budget-minded would be the KS8000 TV. Now, I already have it up here on the side, so I'm going to pull it up here. Now, once again, ratings.com, they go quite into depth. They have the calibration numbers, they have the input lag numbers, they have the color gamut numbers. So we're just going to go into the color gamut here. So for DCI-P3, this TV has 95.87% of that color range, so which is almost 100%, which means you're going to get very lifelike colors. It's going to be very saturated. It's going to look very close to what we see in real life. The panel obviously is a 10-bit panel, and they've done the testing on this TV here. The gray uniformity is good on it. The viewing angle is okay on this TV. Now, when you're going into LCD, once you go off angle, you're gonna lose a little bit of the color. You're gonna lose a little bit of the brightness. It's just the technology of LCD. Now, if you don't want that, you'd have to go with the OLED, and we're going to get into that later. Right now, I just want to discuss this model, and it's an edge lit. It has local dimming. You know, looking quickly here, you see the peak brightness. It gets up to 1472 nits, which is very bright. The contrast ratio is excellent on this TV. The black uniformity is excellent on this TV. It's just a good TV, and this TV here, you can get it anywhere. I've seen it from $1,000 up to about $1,400 for this TV, and it's UHD Alliance certified, so it's premium HDR certified. You're going to be good to go with this TV. Now, there's other people out there that they want to have the best TV possible. Money is not an issue for them. Now, for these people, I'm going to recommend 3 models here. Now, the first model that I'm going to recommend, which is currently the king, is the LG OLED series. Now, they have a E6 and they have a G6. There's not much that really separates these TVs, so we're just going to go off of the E6 review right now. Now, with OLED is an emissive technology, so each pixel is individually controlled. So you're going to have fantastic contrast ratios. You're going to have infinite blacks. It's just it's a very lifelike image. Almost looks 3D like because of the clarity of it. Now, the OLED models by LG, they also carry HDR10 and Dolby Vision. These TVs, though, although they have received a price drop recently, they're still not that cheap. So these cannot be listed in the budget line. These have to be for the enthusiast. Now, there's another model that comes from, I'm going to just go back here, just bear with me here. Actually, they don't have it on their site here. I'm just going to put up the KS9500, but there is a KS9800, which is a full array backlit system from Samsung. Now, this TV has extremely bright nits. It's been listed at, I believe, 1,500 nits is what they've gotten it at. The color gamut is very high on that TV, and of course, it's a full array, so you're going to have a better light to dark contrast ratios because of the full array local dimming. You're going to have really good blacks. You know, they're not as good as OLED blacks, but they're very close. They're comparable, and you're going to get a great experience out of this. So, like, if you want a great Samsung TV and, you know, Samsung's your guy, you got to go out and get the KS9800. You will not be disappointed on this TV. Now, the Sony has recently, I believe it was a week and a half ago, it was a surprise announcement to most of us in the AV world that they are releasing a new 4K HDR TV. Now, this TV is called the Z9D. It is a 4K HDR TV, and it runs Android TV. Now, this TV is the first LCD TV, consumer LCD TV, to have the backlight master drive system. Okay, now the backlight master drive system controls each LED independently. So it's got thousands of LEDs, micro LEDs in the TV, and each one can be turned on and off individually, giving you an OLED-like picture with black performances that are very similar, but of course, you're going to have the higher brightness because OLED caps out at about 700 nits. It just can't get as bright as LCD. Now, this LCD is rated at 3,000 nits. So that is like super bright. Like when you're watching HDR on this TV and the sun is searing at you, you're going to have to squint because it's going to be like you're looking directly into the sun. Now, you can look further on what this TV has to offer, because this is a short video I'm doing here today, and I'm going to leave all the links so that you guys can get further information on these TVs. This is just a basic video here for those wanting to know more about HDR 4K TVs and if their TV is capable. Like I said, go to the ratings.com site and you'll be able to look up the model TV that you're currently interested in, and you'll be able to see all the details on it, like how bright it gets, the power consumption, the complete measurements of it, the contrast ratio, what HDR format it supports, how high is the color gamut, is it a 10-bit panel? All these questions are pretty much answered on rthings.com. And yeah, that's basically it. So if you guys have any further questions on HDR, feel free to leave some questions down in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'll ask you guys to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.